So listen, if you had a Facebook account anytime between 2007 and 2022, then you can go ahead and submit your claim for your share of a $725 million. Yes, I said $725 million class action privacy settlement that Facebook just made.
A massive $725 million settlement involving Facebook's parent company Meta has been tentatively approved by a judge, paving the way for users of the social media platform to apply for a chunk of the payout.
And don't worry, I'm about to tell you everything that you need to know about what's going on and how you can apply today to get this money. What's up, guys? This is Monique and welcome back to the channel. I am back with the news that you can use, but first, if you are new here, hello, bonjour, hola, aloha, konnichiwa, wagwan, shalom, assalamu alaikum, jambo, namaste. So let me give you a little backstory about what's currently going on that you don't want to miss out on. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this, but there was actually a huge scandal that happened with Facebook that was literally one of the most significant user privacy breaches in the history of social media. In 2018, it was revealed that the personal information of over 87 million Facebook users was improperly shared with Cambridge Analytica. Now, who in the world is Cambridge Analytica? I'm glad you asked. Well, they were a data analytics company that specialized in providing targeted marketing and political campaign strategy. And they basically got information that they were not supposed to be getting from millions of Facebook users through an app called This Is Your Digital Life. And on Facebook, this app appeared as a personal quiz. Once you completed the quiz on Facebook, then the app was granted access to your personal data and the information of your friends. Now, Cambridge Analytica is not who owned the app. There was someone else who created this app, and once they got their information, they then sold it to Cambridge Analytica. And then from there, what Cambridge did was they created psychological profiles on all of these millions of Facebook users, and then they leveraged that for targeted political advertising during the 2016 presidential election. So there was a lot going on there, y'all. It's going to get a little bit crazier, but I'm trying to get you caught up on all of this information so that you can see how this impacted you and then how you can again get to this money. Now, this is where it gets a little twisted. So all of this actually happened in 2015, and Facebook was aware of this data breach. But guess what? They didn't tell anybody. They did not notify their users that their personal information had been exposed. And not only that, they also did not take the necessary measures to secure their users' information.
We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
So what did Facebook do about it? They just asked Cambridge if they can delete the data. And of course, Cambridge agreed, but they didn't do it. And Facebook didn't do anything else about this until 2018 when this became public. That's when they started really cracking down on this and trying to secure everybody's information and making all of these changes. And that's when the lawsuits came a knocking at Facebook's front door. And eventually, after the years of litigation, they decided to settle for that $725 million. And that makes this one of the largest privacy-related settlements in history. And now they have to compensate all 87 million users that were affected. So is that you? We're gonna find out. So now on to the reason that you're probably still here, or you scroll to this point to find out. So that's how do you know if you qualify and how do you apply? So the first thing that qualifies you is if you had an active Facebook account anytime between May of 2007 to December of 2022. And on top of that, this Facebook account has to be a United States Facebook account, because that's mainly the people that were affected by this. You can actually go ahead and submit a claim so that you can get your share of that $725 million. And you have until August 25th of this year to file your claim. And as far as how much money you're going to be getting from this $725 million, they have actually not set any amount yet. But you know, some people will have to get their fees first. And what I mean by people is lawyers and everybody else who got their hand in a cookie jar. But after they deduct all of that, the amount that you will receive will first and foremost depend on how many people apply for this claim. So you want to go ahead on and jump on this quick, because you want to be in that number. And the next factor that determines how much you will receive will depend on how long you had your account. So of course, if you had your account from May 2007 up until December of 2022, then you will be getting more than a person who had their account from 2020 to 2022. So as far as where you actually go to apply, the website is facebookuserprivacysettlement.com. And don't worry, I'll be putting this link down in the description for you to click on and go to. And also, I'm going to link some articles to this so that you can read up on it for yourself and get all the information that you need about this. So once you actually go to the website, this is what it's going to look like. It's a really easy and simple process for you to submit this claim. They will basically ask you for your contact information. So you'll just have to put in your name, your address, your email address. And then when you scroll down, they are going to ask you a few questions, such as, did you reside in the United States between 2007 and 2022? And also they will ask you, were you a Facebook user anytime between 2007 and 2022? So you'll just select yes for those if you did have an account during that time. And another important thing to note is, if you had an account but you deleted it, you will have to come to this section right here, and you're going to have to enter the month, date, and year that you created your account and the day that you deleted it. Now, unfortunately, I do not know where you can go to obtain that information. Maybe you can scan through your emails, because usually I think they'll email you once you've deactivated or deleted an account. So you may be able to find that information that way. Other than that, I am not sure how else you can determine that information. But moving on. So the next thing you're going to have to enter is some information about your Facebook account that you had between 2007 and 2022. And that's going to be either the email address that's associated with that account, a phone number that you had associated with that account, or the username. You can enter at least one of these or all three if you know it all. And the next section is going to be your payment selection. Basically, how do you want to receive your share of that $725 million? And I'm going to tell you myself, I am always skeptical when it comes to like giving people information about my bank or even my Zelle. I am going with PayPal personally when I submit mine, because yes, I am about to submit it right after I finish recording. But with so many scams going on, I know myself and probably many of you are a little skeptical about giving anybody any kind of information, especially when you've never really heard of this or are not aware of what's going on or who these people are. So what I ended up doing was I dug a little deeper. I did some research. I was trying to make sure this is legit, and I came across articles from CNN. They have CNBC, they had CBS News, I believe NBC News. There was a lot of information out there about this, and all of them linked this particular website. So I started to feel more comfortable about this the more I dug into this. And again, I have put several articles down in the description just so that you can have the opportunity to see first and foremost where I'm getting this information from, and then to read it for yourself, and you determine how you feel about giving this type of information to them. And once you make your payment selection, the last thing is going to be to just sign, date, and submit. And that's it. And of course, from there, we're going to have to sit and wait. And then one day we'll wake up with some extra money in our account. So how much money do you think we'll be receiving? Let me know down in the comments. And also do me a huge favor, please, and like this video, because it really helps me out. Other than that, I thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we are out. Peace.